Hi, all you cool cats and kittens. Yeah, we're still using that, even though it's way into 2020. But anyway, you guys, I just really wanted to do a voiceover for this video. I feel like this is going to be how my videos are going to go on for some time now, because my son is always in the living room and I'm in the living room too. But anyways, right here we got testing out new makeup products. So the first thing I'm using today is their Airbrush Flawless Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. I have it in the color 14 Warm, but as you're gonna see here, it is definitely warm. Yes, you guys, warm. This foundation costs $44, and I drove very far to find it. Actually wasn't even planning on even getting a foundation this day, but I ended up getting it. And as you can see from it, this is not my lighting right here. This is actually how orange my face was looking. At first I was like, okay, my face is just dark right now. That's fine, I'll just fix it later. But when I actually got into the sun and started moving around, I was like, yeah, this bitch is orange. This is just orange. It looks orange. I don't like it. Well, orange red, if that makes any sense. So I'm thinking about either getting a lighter color, because it's not bad. This foundation is actually really wonderful. It does say it has a matte coverage. That's what I'm looking for, especially since it's the summer. And in the summer so far, it's been like literally like 92 degrees like every freaking day. But the description on it says it's a full coverage foundation for flawless matte long lasting finish. Apply your airbrush flawless foundation blending outwards from the center of your face for a flawless airbrush finish. And that is totally true. So what I'm using now is a concealer. I decided to use my Warm Sand concealer by Too Faced. And then I'm also using my Butterscotch concealer by Bakerie. Right now I'm showing you the Bakerie contour palette that they have. It's called Brownie Bar. I guess it's really called a face palette, and I'm just gonna swatch it for you real quick. But anyway, it has three shades in it: a highlighter, a bronzer, and a contour, I guess. But I'm going to be using both the middle shade and the last shade as a bronzer of effect, and just kind of like mix them in together. But I just really wanted to show y'all that early, because I'm letting the concealer like sit on my face for a little while so it become more full coverage. But right now I'm just taking my Japanese sponge and gonna blend all that concealer out. And as you can see, my face looks really crazy. It looks really light, but honestly, with the way that foundation was going, I kind of needed this, because yeah, it was just too orange, and then underneath was just a lot. And I keep forgetting that Bakerie concealer is really freaking full coverage. Like, y'all saw those two little dots that I did are covering literally so much of my face. There was literally more on my sponge, which is why I had to move it onto my eyelids and use it as a primer. But literally, like, the concealer versus those two concealers work great together. But some people, you can like do this if you want to like create like that highlighted bronze effect. But yeah, I didn't really want that, so I used my foundation brush to just blend out the edges. And also the foundation brush has a little bit left of that foundation on it, so it just made it blend out really well to my skin. I love the way that came out. My face was literally flawless. Next, I'm going to my Bakerie again. I'm taking the flower setting powder and plantain, and I brush my setting powder on. Like, I don't pat it in or take a beauty blender or anything like that. I literally just like to brush it on, because I hate when it looks cakey. So I just brush it on real quick and literally just brush it right back off. And now I want to take that Bakerie face palette, mix those two colors together, and try to bronze my face. The only mistake I did with this is I wish I didn't take it onto my forehead. As you can see, my forehead is already pretty much contoured. It already is blending into my hair. It's not like, oh yeah, foundation and then braids. It's like, it's not a bad blend. So I wish I just would have just took this on my cheeks and contoured that out, or bronzed that out to make it look more flawless. But now I'm going to take the pretty much whatever left on it and brush it on my nose. I learned this nose contouring trick from Nikki Tutorials and wanted to try it, and as you can see, my nose looks so snatched. So really, I wasn't supposed to put the highlighter, well, the concealer on first. I was supposed to do that after doing the brushing part, but I had did it before. So when I had brushed it all the way in, I was like, oh, my nose is already perfect because it already was highlighted, you know, from the concealer earlier. So that honestly was perfect. I like the way my nose came out that day. I usually don't contour my nose or do anything to my nose. I just let it be big. But that day, like, that was actually a really, really easy and good trick. So now I took the Anastasia Beverly Hills blush kit. I think it's something Party Trio. And just put it over my nose again and just on my cheeks. And then I took the MAC setting powder, Cherry Blossom, or Cherry something, I don't know. And just sprayed my face with it. They don't have that anymore, but obviously I still have it. And then I take the Artist Couture Le Bronze and Slay Nolly. These are both collabs with Artist Couture. They don't have these shades anymore, but obviously I need to use up my highlighters. And I figured, like, since, you know, I haven't really used loose highlighters in a long time, so I wanted to, like, try them again. So I just took that on my still wet sponge and blended it in that way because, like I said, I like a glow from within. With the Artist Couture ones, like, they're a little bit too bright, so doing it this way was just perfect. So next we have this palette that I have been wanting since I freaking saw it come out. This is the Bronze Palette by Natasha Denona. It cost $68, I think. And again, I traveled a long way to freaking find it because I did not want to wait for it to come in the mail. So I hurried my little butt up and got it at the store. So this is a 15 shade palette. It has matte eyeshadows, metallic duochrome, and crystal eyeshadows in it. All the ingredients are whatever, but anyway, it's basically wonderful for the freaking summer. And I know you're probably wondering, like, there's so many bronze eyeshadow palettes in the world. Yes, there are, but something about this palette just said, get it, just get it. And I know it's freaking expensive, you know, some people don't have $68 to just be spending on makeup. And yes, I did say I need to stop spending, you know, tremendous amounts of money on makeup, but when I saw this palette, I was like, I gotta get it. The packaging, the colors, was just everything. And I showed y'all, like, what eyeshadows I'm pretty much gonna go ahead and use on this eye look. I just really wanted something, like, really easy. Like I said, I was about to go to the store, and I just really wanted something, like, really easy that I could do, like anybody could freaking do, and just slap on and just get out the door if they need to. And, like, these shadows was, like, nothing to freaking blend out. When I say, like, this palette was just everything, is everything. And I can't wait to, like, dig my fingers back into it. Because even looking at it now, like, yes, I have it open now. I just love this palette. Yes, there is only one dark color. And there are a lot of bronze. But underneath the bronze colors, there's so many, like, undertones of the bronze. I think that's what I love the most, or because I am a dark skin, well, I feel like I'm dark, well, not that dark, or but I am darker complected or whatever than most or whatever. And sometimes when I feel like they make bronze, I can only probably use 2 shades of the bronze, but literally I can use every shade that is in this palette. Every shade that is in this palette I can use, and that's why I'm like, I have gotten my money's worth. I absolutely love it and everything. Okay, so yeah, like the reddish shades I can use, the dark colors I can use, even the lightest shade I can use in this palette, and that just means so much to me because I do have a lot of natural brown palettes, but guess what? I can only use a limited amount of shades in it because some of them are not dark enough. I can use every shade in this palette. And now I'm just using the Benefit Cosmetics mascara. It's not that good of a mascara, so I'm not even gonna say that. Oh, I think it's Bad Girl Lash. Yeah, I'm using the Benefit Cosmetics Bad Girl Lash, Bad Girl Bang mascara, and literally only use mascara really for the lower lash line. And then I realized there was fallout with this palette, but fuck it. So I just took some setting powder and just tried to brush it away as best as possible. Next, I'm going to take my Lena lashes in Sheryl. So these are what they look like. And then I use ColourPop's BFF4. I use Beauty Bakerie lipstick in Bubble Wrap. And then I use KKW, her new lip glosses that she just came out with, 3.5. Yeah, that was my lip combo for this day, and it came out wonderful. Usually I don't like gray tone pinks, but that was the shit. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for coming to my channel today. Please make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and also hit that thumbs up button. Bye. At the end of all this,